first story is bam. Okay, Batman. You guys heard of the Batman that
Mm-hmm.
was being released?
I think it's gonna
Supposed
be in
to
like October instead or something.
no
Yeah,
June 25th, 20. It was supposed to hit theaters June 25th, 2021,
that's
but
what I'm
will
saying.
now open on October 1st,
Yeah, that's what I
2021.
said. Yeah, it's
Okay,
coming
yeah.
instead October. Yeah,
Um, what's his name? Who's gonna be Batman? What's this? The
Robert
Twilight guy?
Pattinson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson. Um, I think he's a pretty damn good actor, so I think he'll do a great job. But man, how like I'm a kind of guy that I like going to movie theaters. I live by one. It's easily accessible, and I like looking at the big screen like that. But
Hmm.
once they open up, how many people are you really think are gonna be clamoring to the movie theaters again? I
Everybody.
mean,
A lot,
really?
a lot.
You
I
think
think
people are gonna be
people,
willing to sit like right after the quarantine's been?
yeah, because they'll do
Uh,
it now if you let them.
Yeah. I think
I don't know.
what's going to happen now is they're probably going to have seats 6 feet apart, unless you're a couple or something like that.
They're not gonna make. Well, they're not making money now, but man, like they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna unless the government orders them to do that. If the quarantines, if the social distancing is relieved, I think they're gonna try to cram in as many people as they can to get some of their money back. You know.
Well, we need to see how they're gonna treat the vaccine. Because if we can get, excuse me, the virus, 'cause if we can get a vaccine for it and people can get vaccinated, and then things start to slow down and normalize, then I can see things kind of going back to normal. Because it's gonna cost money to completely remake all these theaters, man. Because I know some of these theaters like Regal, they updated their seats so that they lean back and all this other stuff.
Hmm.
It would cost, man, for them to renovate all the Regals around. So I don't know, man. I think everybody's just kind of waiting to see how they actually treat how to treat the virus, and if we can get a vaccine going, kind of calm things down.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's gonna be a trip, man. And the vaccine was supposed to, man, not arrive till like 2021 or something like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
Hmm.
time.
what they're going to do, man. Like, how are they gonna? These businesses can't be closed until the end of the year. At this point, like, something
Well,
has to happen.
that's what these stimulus checks and funds are for, right? To keep these guys going,
It's supposed to. They.
supposedly.
I I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know too many of the details. But from the outside, it seemed like a lot of that stimulus shit benefited Wall Street most, and
Yep.
then because they are what's most important in this time, fucking
What's
Wall Street.
most important to people who have money?
Yeah,
Right.
I
so
mean,
they
'cause-
got relieved, and I don't know. A lot of these small. I already went into this before. Kind of a lot of these small businesses are going out of business, and a lot of the big time players that have the money are gonna buy up all this property and buy up all those businesses and just create. I don't know. It's gonna last generations, man. Like this, it's kind of like a wealth distribution thing. But
Yep.
man, it sucks. But fuck,
Rich
man.
always find a way to stay on top, man.
yeah.
Yeah, they a lot of this the French Riviera or somewhere, and I don't know if it's in France or, but there is where a lot of a community of like a lot of rich people live. They got like a testing center, kind of just for them. So they're all being tested. Like the
Hmm.
rich, they get all the tests first. They're testing themselves to make sure they're okay. But all the other normal people, we don't get shit.
Yeah.
You
Like
know, we
think
don't know
about
if
it.
we're
How many places have said, "Hey, come in here if you want to get if you want to get a COVID test." You have not really seen that anywhere, but you see like such and such has been diagnosed with COVID. Such and such has been diagnosed with COVID,
Right.
I know we had one of our patients where she had to go. She was trying to find out, and she was going around everywhere to try to find where she can get tested. And a lot of places wouldn't do it, but because she did have asthma, she eventually found. I think it was one of the bigger hospitals. Eventually, they were able to give her a test, but they're pretty rare, which is kind of strange. Kind of strange given this time, like the shortage. It just goes to show, man, how unprepared we are, man, for anything like this. We are
Yeah.
just we're not prepared for this type of shit, man. We don't think about this. We take all our everyday life for granted. Now we hit this point where shit is the norm and people are going crazy and it's a weird
Yeah,
time, man.
you bring up a good point because this is actually a really good test. Well, it's not, nothing is good about this, but it's, this level of pandemic is a good test for us for
Yeah,
something that might be worse.
it's a good
Like,
lesson for us.
it's, yeah, it's a good lesson. Because what if we encounter something worse than this, like something that was a lot more deadly for everyone,
Hmm.
struck faster or whatever? We'll be wholly unprepared for that if that
Half
were the case.
half of us would have been dead. You got people out there just running around. Like some people like refuse to wear masks or refuse to acknowledge it. There's people out there that don't give a fuck until it hits home. Then you got the people that are just like, I don't give a shit about that. You know. So
Yeah,
Um,
it's,
yeah, and those people that don't give a fuck fucks it up for everybody else.
we've had our chances to prepare for it with like all the past pandemics and things like swine flu and Ebola.
Hmm.
Like all the signs were there that hey, maybe we should put something on the books to prepare just in
Dude,
case.
dude, I think it was I just started working at my current job as a medical assistant, and I think it was like my either my second year or my first year. When was swine flu? Was it 2010? It was it 2009?
Don't remember the exact date,
I
exact
know it
year.
was I know it was around there. It's around 2009, 2010. But I remember everybody was going crazy to try to get that H1N1 vaccine, bro. It was crazy. We had
Yeah.
so many, dude. I was doing like fucking 20 vaccinations a day. It was insane.
I mean, also remember we have not to jump into politics, but I mean we had someone claim it as a hoax, and then all the outlets who support him claimed it as a hoax.
Hmm.
And I mean, it shouldn't have been this bad
Yeah,
if they would have do the job and jumped on it. But
yeah.
they're like, nah, this ain't nothing. Don't worry
yeah,
about it. We got it under control.
and we had whole news apparatuses that were supporting those claims.
Yeah.
And we all know who that news apparatus is, but uh, they were supporting it, saying it's legit, saying the flu is worse. Flu has killed more people, so why care about not? For some
Yeah, I
reason, I
remember
feel
that.
like um,
Stupid, man.
nah,
But
it's
see,
not
it
like that. And I'm not gonna
it
go
So
should
to.
have
ignorant.
that should have been the case if they had done their job and handled it correctly. If they had kept funding the CDC and not fired those people, it wouldn't have been worse than the flu. But they decided to go ahead. Hey, I'm gonna stop funding these guys, stop paying these guys. And then when it got here, they're just like, oh well, it's a joke. Don't worry about it. And now look where we are.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. And like I said, I told you guys like last week or something. Like I saw all these kids outside when it was sunny playing basketball, like uh, touch basketball. Well, that's the only way you can play it, but um,
Touch basketball.
but they were just having fun, like a bunch of kids, like outside playing basketball. Okay, that's fun and all. You guys, whatever. But do kids not realize? I feel like if I was a kid, I would kind of understand. I feel like I was like smart enough or whatever to understand that other people can give it to me. I might not know I have it, but I could go home where I was living with my grandparents and I could give it to my grandparents without even knowing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Even my son, man, he's 4. And he be asking stuff. He be like, "Daddy, can we go see her?" I'm like, "Nah, son, I'm sorry, we can't do that." He was like, "Was it because of the virus?" I'm like, yeah, man. Actually, yeah. That's exactly why. He's
Yeah.
4, man. So yeah, it's crazy.
So yeah, I haven't been able to visit my grandma in a while now. So I send her texts, I call her and whatnot to
Yeah,
get the lay down, but she hasn't left her house at all during this whole time.
yeah. And she shouldn't, bro. She
Uh,
should not. Send the youngsters out to the store and man, kick back.
yeah,
Go
Let
ahead
this
and
shit
wipe
blow
down
over.
all your mail and everything.
Wipe the mail down.
Wipe the mail down.
Hey man, handle this shit with
hose that
gloves.
shit down.
Yeah.